Hey everyone, it's Kelly Laverty with Be Rooted Wellness Studio, and this is another Movement Monday. So I've been working a lot with clients on helping to name what's going on with them, because our body receives data and receives all this information, and we can use movement to respond, but our brain jumps in and quickly wants to hijack that process. We want to judge it, we want to name it, we want to decide what to do with it, to fix it. And if we stay with actually naming it, that communication between body to brain and brain back to body sends a message of acceptance, sends a message of safety, rather than danger, let's worry, let's stress, let's spiral out of control with this, right? Often we keep locked in, we hold in and we tighten up, and we don't have words to say what's happening. So I know how hard it can be to find words for that feeling. So even just naming, this is hard. My body feels tight. I'm trying to catch my breath. Keeping it very simple in naming your experience and stepping out of judgment and being more matter of fact, more, I feel my hands on my legs. I have tears coming up. We might be like, I don't know why I have tears. Nope. Stay with just naming. Naming helps our brain make sense, and then also identify safety, right? If our language can come in and name something, that allows us to be present, it allows us to be here in the now, and to communicate safety to our body. It's okay, just by naming it. When we judge, that is a different thing. That is a different way of perceiving and communicating. We immediately jump to, that's bad, or I can't, or I shouldn't. Those type of judgments, those types of communicating to our body just creates more stress. It's a loop, a stress loop that the body is taking in possible danger, possible discomfort. It's saying something's tense or stressful. Just name, I'm tense, I'm stressed, my stomach isn't feeling good. Just naming that allows for the stress about that to dissipate. We don't need to pile stress on stress on stress. We're stressed, so then we judge our stress, which makes us more stressed, right? We want to teach ourselves that it's okay to have our experience. So that's where this week's Movement Monday is about naming your movement, naming the experience in your body. The movement might not be big. It might just be where you're at, how you're sitting, how you're breathing, allowing yourself to, if you don't have the words right away, just even feel, take note. Pause and close your eyes and meet me in your body right now. And just invite yourself to scan. Maybe start at the top of your head and check in. Maybe you use touch to really help you name. And it can be as simple as, I feel my chin. I feel my eyelids. I feel my forehead, down my face. I feel my center line. Just start with naming what you feel. I'm sitting on the ground, so I feel my seat. I feel the hard floor. I'm taking my hands to my legs, and I feel that. We're not trying to put meaning to it. We're not trying to understand what's happening. We are just naming that we are. And if you could say, I am, in a way without judgment, just I am. I'm here. And that is enough. That brings down our stress. There's no expectation, there's no judgment. It's here I am. That can bring up emotion for people. That can bring up a lot. And how do you even just accept here I am? How often do you allow that to just be without having expectation of doing something or having to be something for someone else? How do you even allow yourself to be for you? These are all deep, big questions that we hold in our body and we hold in a way, and we don't know how to yield, to just be open to being. So if you've been following me on Mondays, I guide you in some different movements to help practice being. And really it comes down to this message that if we can just be here, I am, we step out of the patterning. We have openings for possibilities of new patterns, of new option. We take the data that the world is giving us right now. If your answer is, I am tense, I am hurting, I am stuck, we place meaning on that. There's not necessarily something you have to do with that, but you have an option of possibility if you're curious about, okay, what does stuck mean? Am I really frozen, or it feels like, no, the stuck is I'm between two energies back and forth? And how might I just stay with that? How might I notice what happens if I'm not trying to push that or create that or change it? I'm just getting curious about that back and forth, and that energy is bigger and bigger, and it's a lot for me to take, and it gets up in my head and I don't know which way to go, and that's what gets me stuck. So allowing yourself maybe to come back into that motion, into that feeling, just noticing, reflecting, this is not actually stuck, this is moving between something that I'm containing and keeping very small, keeping very contained, like no options. What if I expanded? What if I let my energy stretch or reach? Maybe my perspective would open and I could start to feel there's some other options. And that lets me breathe a little better. I want you to notice what happens in your body when your mind just names what you're experiencing rather than judging it. When you just can name it and let yourself say, this is how it is. Not how you want it to be, not what you think it should be, just what is, right? There's no moral right or wrong, good or bad in many things. There's a spectrum, and there's how we respond. And that might or might not be effective in your life. There might be impact on people in your life with different things, but to allow yourself to see that who you are right now just is. See how that impacts your body. See how that impacts your mind, to practice in that way. And if you have questions, if you want to work more one-on-one from this way of learning, how do I even start to name sensation in my body? What is that even, like, I really don't get it. I don't get what you're doing. I don't understand. Reach out to me. I'm a board certified dance movement therapist, and I have a practice in Westchester, Pennsylvania, as well as virtually. And not only do we offer classes here to help you get out of your head and into your body, help you manage your stress state and your nervous system and learn to be in the body, I also work one-on-one in the psychotherapeutic realm, in the counseling realm, to help you work through your emotions, through your thought process, because movement is the way we change. Movement is the way we learn. Movement is our origin of emotion and of our psychology. And so we need movement to help us shift. We have movement, it's how we express every day, but it is the key to helping you shift your psychology, to shift your mindset, shift your patterns. And if you don't pay attention, if you don't name it and start to tune in to how you're moving, to how you're feeling, you can't change it. So just starting here simply this week with naming, with feeling, with being. That's what I want you to practice. Follow me for every Monday to get alerted to our Movement Mondays. Join our email list. Come take a class if you are local. If not, reach out. We have virtual classes and pop-ups as well as sessions that I can support you one-on-one or with my group course. I'll see you next time.